Why don't you love me? You said I'm funny. Guess not enough, babe. Cause I keep on slipping through you. You wanna cut me. You want a wedding band. Girl, that's in your hands. Cause I keep on slipping through you. Slipping through your fingers through my hair. You like to braid it. Sleeping on my couch, all in my clothes. Said you want a man just like me, baby. Oh, but I know someone out there pretty close. Cause your mama love me, and your daddy too. Can you please just tell me? Girl, what else I gotta do? Why don't you love me? You said I'm funny. Guess not enough, babe. Cause I keep on slipping through you. You wanna cut me. You wanna wedding band. Girl, that's in your hands. Cause I keep on slipping through you.
Slipping through your fingers. I'm slipping through your fingers. Oh my, every night, talking sweet and looking fine. I get kinda hectic inside. Baby, I'm so into you. Darling, if you only knew all the words that flow through my mind. But it's just a sweet, sweet innocent thing. When I close my eyes, oh, yeah, on and on it is. So deep in my taste, but it's just a sweet, sweet innocent thing, baby.
You want a wedding band. Girl, that's in your hands. Cause I keep on slipping through you. Slipping through your
I'm slipping through your fingers. Baby, I'm slipping, 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 slipping through your fingers. Slipping, 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 slipping through your fingers. Come on, baby, I'm slipping, 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 slipping through your fingers. Don't let me go, no, no. Slipping, 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 I'm slipping through your fingers.
Do you not think so far ahead? Cause I've been thinking about forever. Ooh. Do you not think so far ahead? Cause I've been thinking about A tornado flew around my road before you came. Excuse me.
Oh, he'll make a me I ho ahu I te manu e ke moe I ho la I ho no. Ah, ki no haku ni ho mamuli o te vai lele o ka pumehana I te manulani. Ai avau I te manu ai avau I ke one ai avau I te ai avau I ka manu. Aloha mai kākou. Welcome to this year's Hānau Hou Arts and Fashion Show. Mahalo nui everybody for joining us this evening. We are in store for a great night.
I'm Kamakapilia. I am so honored to be asked back to MC this year's event, and we are all going to find out together how this goes. But as mentioned, we are in store for some great evening, for some great art, some great fashion, some great artists. But before we get to all of the official things, I do want to make sure, and I mention it now before I forget, some of the housekeeping rules. So if you need to use the lua, there is restrooms outside of the building. So if you head outside the door, head over to your right or my left, and there will be the bathrooms right around the corner. As the different designers come on and we have the show actually going on, we're gonna really ask everybody to not cross in front of the cameras until after we are done. We are gonna be having a few different intermissions throughout this evening. So if you gotta go shishi, if you gotta go grab your food, grab your pia, then we're gonna have moments to do that. I think that's all the housekeeping rules that I was making up. With that being said, mahalo everybody again for joining us this year. I was here last year. It was a great evening, so I'm expecting much more to happen this evening. Tonight we are going to be embarking on a journey, celebrating fashion, artistry, and entertainment. We are not merely a window into the springtime trends, but a reflection of our artists and organizations and their values. Empowering designers to grow their labels through our network of support, ingenuity, and accessibility. Our ultimate vision is to see homegrown designers thrive locally and beyond. And I have to say, just within the past few years, we have definitely seen local and Native Hawaiian artists flourish, and I'm very excited to see that. The beautiful thing about this show is that all the different artists, many of the different artists are young and in their youth and are keiki, which makes me kind of annoyed with them because they're very productive at their young age when we probably was getting in trouble. So good on them. Hānau Hou also provides a platform to celebrate Hawaiian culture and the Merrie Monarch Festival. We shine a spotlight on many new up-and-coming talents to feature their pieces and share their story through expression of fashion and arts. In mere moments, we are going to reveal the designers and begin our celebration of their narratives through art and fashion. But of course, we cannot just jump into it. As you see, we have our different pahu here, which this is the taiko pahu, but I want to just bring attention to the word pahu, because in ʻŌlelo, pahu is our drum. So for us in hula, you would definitely see the pahu on stage throughout Merrie Monarch. But another translation to the word pahu is your heartbeat, like a drum. So when we talk about pahu, it's not just making noise. It's creating space. It's connecting all of us. It's bringing us all onto the same page because we have, as mentioned, such amazing artists, storytellers, and stories to share. So with all of that being said, let's open up this evening with some Puna Taiko. We start off our night of storytelling by inviting Puna Taiko to the stage. Taiko, a Japanese drum with limitless rhythmic possibilities, is a vibrant, living art form. The origin of taiko drums dates back as early as the 6th century. Puna Taiko has shared their talents and gifts across the island. Tonight, sit back and enjoy the power of the drums. Please help me welcome to the stage, Puna Taiko. Once more, put your hands together for Puna Taiko. I think this is probably one of the dances that I would be able to remember all the lyrics that we were supposed to say, because all I heard was, ah! I think I can remember that. Let's all try. 1, 2, 3, ah! See, we all can be in Puna Taiko. Awesome, thank you guys very much. Okay, that is not even the show, but that's the start of it. How's everybody doing so far? Again, we want to mahalo each and every one of you. If you take a look around, it is a full house. Every ticket was sold for this, so thank you everybody for taking some time out of your evening to share it with all of us. Now we're going to be getting the stage all set up for the first of many different designers who will be gracing our stage with their models. But there are so many different people that needs to be acknowledged and thanked, because we wouldn't be able to do this all by ourselves. So many hands is needed to bring this together. So we just want to take this time to give a big, huge mahalo to the sponsors who made this evening possible. Please join me in thanking Papa Ola Lokahi, Shigehara Plumbing, Hawaiian Cement, SNG Clinical, Hānau Hou, Waiakea Water, Big Island Delights, and Pacific Floral Exchange. Mahalo nui loa. Now, it's because of their generosity and our community that we are able to bring this forth once more in this beautiful crown room at the Naniloa Hotel. Is everybody ready for Merrie Monarch Week? How many people have family members or friends participating, competing this year? A few? All right. Well, through this, we're going to be having, again, many different fashion designers from across the islands, not just here in Hawaii. So taking a poll just across our audience, how many people are here from Mokuokeawe? You guys got to be the loudest ones in here. Come on. All right. What about Maui? Maui Nui Akama? 1. The whole island, right here. Thank you. Holding it down. What about Molokai Nui Ahina? All right. I heard this one over here screaming too. What about Lanai? Lanai Kaula in here? I would have been very surprised. Awesome. Oahu. Oahu a kākou heva. Eo. And all the way from the opposite side of the island chain, Kauai Manokalani Po, Ni'ihau. That's the one from the friends from Maui. Thank you guys, everybody. So we are here across the islands to celebrate. Now, there are many different things that are being celebrated this evening. One, of course, culture and our arts. Hula, as we all may know, there are many different phrases, many different sayings that bring attention to hula as being the heartbeat of our people. And I think it was so appropriate to start off this show with our pahu, again, with the heartbeat. And it may be Japanese drums, but drum nonetheless that helps. I was just standing right here, and the moment they're all hitting, you can really feel the energy moving through the doorway. So there's going to be a lot of this excitement. We have young keiki, we have older, maturer fashion designers. So this is a wide spectrum. I've seen some of the members here from Puna Taiko, from little keiki to a little bit mature. So we're going to be seeing that's my nice way of saying you're a little bit older than everybody else in your group. But that's what we're going to be seeing here this evening. I remember being here last year, and I believe the youngest fashion designer, I could be wrong, but was somewhere around like 11 years old. And they had a full-on plethora of products and designs and material printed. So we are going to be seeing some very unique creativity coming through. Now, the first, though, we're going to be starting off, fashion isn't just clothing. Fashion can also be our beautiful lei and our beautiful pua and our flora and fauna from across the islands. So we want to start off our show this evening with Lei by Wehi. So at this time, we welcome to the stage Lei by Wehi, founder Kawehi Perry Ahoy, who is a lei maker from Honolulu, Oahu, and uses native Hawaiian flora in her lei and floral creations. She strives to foster cultural appreciation and educate others about native Hawaiian flora, various styles of lei making, which there are many if you didn't know that, and the different pua found in our home. Kawehi's work is an extension of herself, of stories and of physical manifestation of aloha. Tonight you will see her creations representing our Hawaiian akua. You will also see pieces made of natural materials such as the kukui, la'i, palapalai, veleveka, hala, and much more. So with all of that, please put your hands together and help me welcome to the stage, Lei by Wehi. How was that for the start of the show? That looks like we just went outside to Puna Ewa, grabbed some of the trees, brought them right inside. How cool is that we can do that here and actually put it into a fashion show? Well, I think that's a great way to start when we're talking about designs and fashion and art. One of the beautiful things about Hawaiian culture, and this just pops in my mind, but this particularly is from the art of quilting, that I know a lot of the designs from quilting as an example of Hawaiian art. A lot of the original designs that made quilting more Hawaiian is the shadows from the trees that were casted onto the ground. That's what I was told when we see the ulu design. In particular, it was the ulu tree that had casted a shade on the ground, and that was the inspiration to a lot of the Hawaiian quilting designs. So I think when we speak of art in general here in Hawaii, we're all about our aina, aloha aina. Aloha aina, though, I don't think it's just about caring and loving, but it's also putting into use, putting into practice our land. I remember Uncle Kele Kanahele, who was the Ni'ihau Shell uncle. He would always share, after I took a class from him, don't you put that Ni'ihau shell lei into a frame and put it onto the wall. You don't do that. You wear it. You give it life. If it breaks, then you fix it. You learn how to fix it. But you don't make something from our aina and then we just put it onto a wall and we just stare at it for the rest of our life. We put it into practice. And I believe, to me, that is part of Aloha Aina. So what a great way to kick off this fashion show with the beauty of our aina across the islands. And even just how to use our aina in a means of creating tools that then you use to create the art in more of a modern way. Some of the designs I seen on some of the attire were of ohe kapala stamping. And ohe kapala, ohe, bamboo, kapala is a stamp or the action of stamping. So when you hear ohe kapala, you're really referring to that practice of designing through stamping. And a lot of the stamps came from traditional material. If it wasn't bamboo, tea leaf, the ulu, all these different things that are in our aina have their own story, have their own characteristics. So one of the beauties I love about this show is a lot of the designers and artists are inspired by their home, are inspired by our islands, and that is what is fueling them to create the designs that you see this evening. So with that being said, I can easily be poragi and take over this microphone, but I do want to be welcome back next year. So with that being said, we're moving right along to our next designer, Adorably Sapphira. Ooh, I knew I was going to mess it up. Sapphira. Adorably Sapphira. You know, when you guys come up with these names and make it all fancy-dancy, give us a challenge to pronounce it. I'm still working on English. So Adorably Sapphira was born out of the love of mother and her daughter. Adorably Sapphira began as a clothing brand for keiki and expanded to ʻohana matching outfits, designer bags, accessories, and so much more. Chloe Wills was born and raised on the island of Hawaii and is the owner and designer of Adorably Sapphira. Since she was a little girl, she always had the passion for art, designing, and being an entrepreneur. Many times you'd catch her drawing or redecorating her room in her spare time. You should come over to my house. I need a lot of help with that. 8 years ago, God blessed her and her beautiful daughter, Sapphira, which changed her life forever. You see how I'm really focusing on pronouncing that name correctly? She was a stay-at-home mom, but still had a drive within her to be successful, so she decided to create her clothing business that has grown and expanded over these years. Every design is hand-drawn by Chloe, making it exclusive and unique to her brand only. Adorably Sapphira has not only created a way for her to share her love for fashion and work while being at home with her keiki, but it has opened a door to create so many beautiful friendships along the way. Hopefully that's what we're going to be building throughout this evening. But with that being said, please help me welcome Adorably Sapphira to the stage.
But what have you really done in no captions? Just to try.
I think they officially win the cuteness award for the evening. We could just close the show right there and it was a great night. But we're in store for so much more, so we're not done yet. Now, that is just an example, again, of storytelling. That's the one thing I think is so beautiful about Hawaiian culture, is that what you see are all mo'olelo. And there's one story that I read that had shared in old Hawaii, one of the more prized possessions, the profession that was looked upon to be the most respected, according to this one story I read, were fishermen. Because fishermen would have to go out into the ocean, put their lives on the line. Sometimes they didn't come back in. But I love to call myself a storyteller because I feel that storytelling is also another profession in old Hawaii and particularly today that we need to continue these stories, because what you see could just be designs, could just be clothes, if it wasn't for the mo'olelo that has been put in and fused into them. And again, going back to Aina, which makes Hawaii so unique. So the shows and the designs and the artists here in Hawaii, you would not be able to find them anyplace else across the world, especially when there's so many small keiki. That is awesome. Okay, how's everybody doing so far? And we're only not even done with the first half. So as mentioned, we're gonna have few is three, right? Yeah, three. We have a few different intermissions, and each of these intermissions will be about 10 minutes. So we have a couple more before we get into our first intermission. But again, this will be the time for us to be able to go use the lua, come back, cross over again. We're not crossing over during the show, so these are the times to do that. We have a bunch of food and drinks available, so please make yourself at home and purchase some of that and come back and sit down. Now, following this is, as we all know, Merrie Monarch Festival has just begun. So there's going to be so many different support local opportunities starting here at the Naniloa. So out inside the lobby, we have Makeke Naniloa. A lot of the artists, not all the artists, but many of the artists will be participating in this particular makeke. But the other artists, there are many other makeke or craft fairs across Hilo that they will be participating in, and as we go through, I will share with wherever that particular fashion designer will be. So far, I don't have anything listed here, but we do have Sangha Hall. I know there's going to be some. The main craft fair, though, of course, is where everybody, at least the hub, is going to be. Now, I always think Merrie Monarch, the time of year is horrible because I just paid my truck insurance. You have to do the safety check. You got to do registration, where there was no opportunity to, like, can we push it off for another month? So I step into Merrie Monarch Week with no money in my bank account, but it is about supporting local, and I think an opportunity that only comes once a year is right here in Hilo and at Merrie Monarch. So if you are in the position to be able to share some of your money, we would greatly appreciate that. If you want to write your checks to Kamakapili, I will be much more grateful if you did it that way. But with that being said, again, going back to some of the designs that you're going to see. A lot of the designs that have already been shared, you're not really going to be seeing any other. That's a beautiful thing. You don't really see too many duplicates. But the one thing about Hawaiian designs, and for myself, I tried to be a designer. I tried to do this entrepreneurial thing, and it was a struggle. So I give them so much credit. But in Hawaiian art, we only have so many different shapes. Circle, triangle, square, shark tooth, mountain, circle. The beautiful thing is seeing the creativity that each of these artists see something and express it. So even if there are the same shapes in many of these different designs, pay attention to the detail because they're all expressed uniquely. So with that being said, moving on to our next designer. Truly an example of both Wahine and Kanaka-owned business. The creation of Mālie Designs began in 2021. Its mission is to illuminate native and endemic Hawaiian species, carry out Hawaiian cultural practices, and perpetuate the use of ʻŌlelo Hawaiʻi. To spearhead this mission, Mālie Designs sells stickers of native species, hand-dyed accessories using natural ingredients like ulana, which is turmeric, or a'a, which is the coconut husk, and clothing designs to represent ʻŌlelo no'eau. Tonight, Mālie Designs will be presenting her new collection, He Nani Moki Hana. So without further ado, please put your hands together for Mālie Designs.
Ai, au hea wale oi piano ahi ahi. Au hea wale oi piano ahi ahi. Ho alo alo te tulu au moi. Au hea wale oi piano ahi ahi. Ho alo te tulu au moi. Sweet
Okay, they get the Papale Award. I'm gonna just start coming up with my own awards, but that means I have to actually give them something. Good job. Okay, now I know some of us may have been drinking and eating, so if you're gonna have to use the lua, just hold on for one more, and then we're gonna get into our first intermission. But before I do, I keep wanting to mention what I'm wearing, but I keep forgetting because I'm super Portuguese. Now, I'm so honored to be able to be decorating myself with a bunch of the different artists and their attire. So I want to just make sure that I strut the stage before their professional models do. But again, all of these clothes, a lot of them are made in Hawaii. All of them are designed in Hawaii. So if, again, I'm going to be reminding you throughout the evening, if you are in any position to be able to support our local artisans, please do so. Again, many different areas across Hilo. And this isn't even just, we didn't even start the actual festival competition yet. So we're in store for a great week. So once again, that was Mālie Designs. How was that one for everybody? Good? I don't know where we have so much talent. Okay, so now this last one, we're gonna be moving on, taking us to the island of Oahu in just a little bit. Again, who else? Once again, who's from Oahu? All right. Okay, I do have to give a little bit of an honest story. So at first, growing up, so I'm from Kūlua on Oahu. Yes. See, that is the proudness that I love, because when I was a kid, I did not do that. Being from Kūlua, I'm not gonna lie, there was one point in time that I said I was from Waimanalo because I was too ashamed to say that I was from Kūlua. So the story goes, my mom, she was raised on Kūlua Beach. So if you're familiar with Kūlua Beach and where the boat ramp is and the pavilions, well, my mom was raised on a house that is no longer there, closest to the beach where those pavilions and the boat ramp is. So growing up throughout my whole life, I remember the day when that house got burnt down after my parents, my mom and her family got evicted because of park beautification or park improvements for the betterment of everybody else. So my mom and the little neighbors that they had on their cul-de-sac all got evicted. Their house was then left open and empty for how many years? One day it caught fire because I think they're homeless that just started to cruise. And then I remember as a little baby, my mom bawl crying one day watching the news, and I didn't know what was going on, but she was watching her house burn down. So growing up throughout my entire life, I always had this love-hate relationship with Kūlua. Hence, I said I was from Waimanalo, because you get those nicknames Cry Lua and Lani Cry and all of these stuff, which I'm not going to debate or argue because there is some truth to that. But there is more truth in the story that brought me more pride to be from Kūlua, and then even just being from Oahu, because I think here on Hawaii Island, I went to UH Hilo, my tutu, my grandma was here, so I spent a few years up here. I fell in love with this island, especially being from Oahu. So I always thought, Oahu, everybody calls it Honolulu. You go in Honolulu, it's too busy and crazy over there. Kūlua in particular, though, and I love to share this story, to be proud from where you are, from where you're from. I didn't know this at the time when I was saying I was from Waimanalo, but I come to find out there's a mo'olelo that shares that the first Hawaiians, our first Hawaiian ancestors, before they populated every place across the islands, this one story shares that our kupuna was on their canoe on the ocean, and they started to look at the different islands and what island do I want to land on? Well, this story shares that they landed on Oahu because Oahu looked to be the most lush. And when they came to Oahu, they're like, oh, what side of the island are we going to go cruise on and pop our tent? Well, this story shares that they landed on a beach that we know today as Bellows Air Force Base in Waimanalo. Traditional name, Hunananiho. So this story shares that the first settlement of all Hawaiians settled from Waimanalo through Kūlua into Kaneohe. So those three ahupua'a in the moku of Ko'olaupoko was the first settlement of all Hawaiians before they spread out to all the other islands. So once I found that, there is no way you're going to say that, oh, Kamaka, you're from Waimanalo. No, I'm from Kūlua, because I'm proud to say that. being from Oahu, again, there's a lot of city life and a lot of craziness. Coming here and to see the culture much more alive and much more throughout and intertwined in the community is such a heartwarming experience and something good to know. So with that being said, can you tell I'm good at stretching? Well, we're ready for our last one now before we go into our intermission. So get ready for an amazing brand. As you see, adorn myself with this beautiful shirt in mele mele or yellow. Well, it is from the brand Kūlua. Kūlua, founded by designer Ana Kahalekulu. I really gotta have my glasses. Ana Kahalekulu. Kūlua is more than just a fashion brand. It's a reflection of heritage, sustainability, and the power of local craftsmanship. Designed, cut, sewn with care in the studio shop in historic Makawao town, each piece tells a mo'olelo of tradition, yet innovation. Kahalekulu, a graduate and former lecturer at UH Maui's college's Fashion Technology program, is also a dedicated haumana of Kumuhula Mapuana de Silva. Her deep love for her cultural roots, commitment to sustainability, and passion for strengthening our local economy are the driving forces behind Kūlua. Tonight, prepare to be immersed in a collection inspired by her love for Maui and her ʻohana's rich weaving traditions. You'll see the stunning Lokelani print, created in collaboration with graphic designer Wailani Artates of Artistry 8, alongside the highly anticipated return of Kūlua's uluhala print, and of course, Kahalekulu's signature ulana lauhala details will be woven throughout the designs. With all of that being said, please welcome to the stage, Kūlua.
So far, and I can only think of her. I know what I am doing, and that it's wrong. Sitting in a tidal pool of love, I swirl around. The slippery fish of love just swims along by me. What do I do? What do I do? You're the great one you love. That you love her. What do I do? What do I do? Don't destroy her faith in you. What do I do? What do I do? Once I walked away, she was reaching out for me. I thought I had that bird inside my hands. Young birds, they do grow and then they learn to fly away. Now I stare and try to understand my foolish plan. What do I do? What do I do? Don't neglect the one you love. Whoa, whoa. What do I do? What do I do? Tell her that you love her. What do I do? What do I do? You don't destroy her faith in you. What do I do? What do I do? My world is just a cloudy haze, just like the air that freeway. No matter how long it takes, I'm going home.
All right, while your interests are still into the Kūlua brand and your eyes are still staring at their clothes, don't want to miss the chance to shop some Kūlua. So tonight, throughout the rest of this week, at the kākou Hawaiʻi Makeke at Sanga Hall. That's where you're going to see Kūlua. So again, check out that spot in addition to all the other craft fairs. Again, all of the vendors here will be at all of the different artists will be vending at different locations. So again, Kūlua tonight throughout the rest of the week at kākou Hawaiʻi Makeke at Sanga Hall. How is that, everybody? First half, you guys are enjoying it? So as mentioned, we have a lot of hands who have come together to make this happen. We gave some mahalo, but the other mahalo I want to give is to our digital team and our media shout out, because as you can see, being filmed, we have a lot of technology, a lot of media being used. So we want to give a big mahalo to a bunch of the media team. We have Jeremy Medeiros from Extreme Sounds and Lighting, making me look gorgeous. Thank you, thank you. We have DJ Patricio, Luke Eclipse Ujano, and the students from Hilo High School, K. Vikes. Lala Loopsy, Cinematic Creations, Evolve Media, and Pano by Dre. So again, thank you very much to our media team. This is going to be captured, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing some clips throughout social media in the days to come. Now, with all of that being said, I know your bladders may be screaming, so this is the chance. We have our 10-minute intermission. We're going to do our first one, so we're going to take a break. We're going to reset the stage. We're turning on the lights. Go to use the restroom, grab some mea'ai, grab some inu, come back, and again, 10 minutes, we'll getting started with section number 2. Mahalo.
Like an actress in a movie.